Hello everyone, this is Shifa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to talk about Frankenstein. But before that, we are going to look at Mary Shelley as a person because Frankenstein has been written by Mary Shelley. She is born in the year 1797 to 1851. Of course, she is a romantic age writer, English novelist, short story writer, dramatist, essayist, and travel writer. She is a wife of very famous writer P.B. Shelley, and her parents are William Godwin and Mary Wollstonecraft, who have written A Vindication of Rights of Women. Basically, she comes from a family who is very known to literature part. So she has also fabulous writing, and one of the famous writing of hers is Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus. Okay. First of all, I'm going to give you a very short description of what it is. It is an epistolary novel. What is that? It is like letters written. Okay, so the novel is written in the form of letters, and these letters are between the character called Captain Robert Welton and his sister. Then this is a gothic genre. In fact, this becomes the first science fiction history according to Brain Alder, and this was dedicated to William Godwin. Okay, Mary Shelley dedicated her work to her husband. Now we are going to look at the characters of Frankenstein, and then we will start with the summary of the novel. As you can see, the characters, the very first character is Captain Robert Walton. He is a failed writer and he is sailing towards north, and during that time period he came across a character called Victor Frankenstein. So basically Victor Frankenstein is the protagonist, and they both come across each other, and Victor Frankenstein started narrating his story to Captain Robert, and whatever he is narrating, Captain Robert is writing letters to his sister. And these other characters are basically related to Victor Frankenstein. So William is a brother of Victor, Henry his friend, Elizabeth his fiance, Justin is a Nancy who used to work at Victor's house. This character, she also becomes very important in terms of plot development. And apart from Victor Frankenstein, one of the very famous and important character of this novel is the monster which is created by Victor itself. So the summary starts, or the novel starts, with the character Robert Walton. Okay, he is sailing towards the north and he sees some huge iceberg, and there he see a person who is unconscious lying. Okay, now Robert Walton is with his friends, and they all go and try to see what the person is that person is alive or not. And there he meets Victor Frankenstein. He is in very severe condition, and Robert asks what is wrong with you, and then he treats Frankenstein, and then after treating after making him feel a little bit better, Victor Frankenstein starts narrating his story and how did he got here. Victor Frankenstein starts with actually his childhood. He says that he used to live here, and then he kind of developed interest in gaining more and more knowledge, and he used to study natural sciences, and how he got so much indulged into gaining knowledge, and then how his interest shifted from natural sciences to actual sciences, the sciences which are based on facts and everything, and he tried to gain knowledge from his college. And during the college time he used to be a very brilliant student, okay. And because of this knowledge, because of this pursuit of knowledge only, he kind of created a monster. Not a monster actually, he was actually studying about the wonders of birth and how a human being come into existence and everything. So what he did was he found a dead body, and with that dead body he created a living being, but instead of getting converted into a human, it got converted into monster. Now Frankenstein himself becomes so scared of that monster. Whenever he used to see that monster, he used to be so scared, and he was very suffocating. So what he did was he left the monster as it is, and he ran away from his home. And he was thinking what to do and what not to do, and he decided, okay, I'll see what can be done of this monster. And when he returned back to his home, he found out that the monster has been missing. And Frankenstein ironically was very relieved that okay, that monster has gone somewhere, so I am now relieved, I don't want to face him anymore. What happens is monster is now alone. He is roaming on the streets, and while roaming he witnessed a lot of people, but everyone is scared of him, everyone runs away. He hides in one of the shelter, one of the home's backyard shelter, okay. And then there he used to eat food, and he used to steal food from that house and eat. So he used to be in a very secret place. But as soon as the family also discovers him, they sell their house and ran away. Monster felt really bad, and while roaming and going from places to places, monster reached to Victor's original place. So basically Victor was in some another country for gaining the pursuit for his curiosity of knowledge, but this monster has reached Victor's original house, and what he did was he killed his brother William, okay. And as soon as Victor got to know the news, he understood that his monster has killed his brother, okay. And he also got to know that the Justin, who is the Nancy of the house, everyone is very suspicious of Justin. In fact, Victor know that Justin has not done anything, and he tries everything to save Justin, but because of people, especially jailers, forcing Justin, she admits that she has murdered William, and because of which Justin is punished to death, okay. The murder of his brother and the Justin's death make Victor very much guilty. Upon asking the monster confesses that he was feeling very lonely, and because of his anger, because of why Victor made him like that, made him very ugly, and nobody is there for him, so that's why he killed his brother. Victor says that okay, if you want a partner, I will create it for you. But while creating the monster's wife, or a lady monster, Frankenstein thinks of what is going to happen if these two creatures will come together and they are going to give rise to another race, okay. So what, obviously these monsters are more powerful than humans, so they are going to take over the human race. And that's why, because of this thought, the Frankenstein destroys the lady monster then and there. Now the monster has become really angry because he was looking out of from the window, and he saw everything, how Victor first created the lady and then destroyed her. Okay, now what happened was, monster, he gave a warning saying that now you are going to I'm going to see you at your marriage. Monster was aware of the fact that Frankenstein is going to marry Elizabeth. Okay, now Frankenstein marries Elizabeth, and after a few days, when Elizabeth was alone, monster kills Elizabeth as well. And because of this news, Victor Frankenstein's father also dies out of grief, because each and every member of his family is dead now. And the story comes back to the present, where the Frankenstein is narrating this story, and he says that I have been searching for that monster here and there, and I only have one emotion for that monster, and that is revenge. Okay, and as in the process of narration of his own story, Victor Frankenstein dies, and monster ironically comes there to see the condition of Victor, and he also feels very guilty. The writer, the captain, curses monster, saying that, see what you have done to your own master, you should be put in shame. And because of grief and because of guilt, the monster also dies. Okay, so this was the whole story. The theme of the novel include technology and knowledge. So how Victor invests himself for the search of knowledge and how he uses technology. Then comes the value of appearances. The monster faces the kind of biasness because of his appearances, how humans judge the monster without knowing that he was not at all very bad, and the importance of familial responsibility, the Victor's responsibility towards his family. So these are some of the important themes of Frankenstein. I hope you like this video. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next video.